Good evening, everybody. My name is Pablo Walls Blanco. You're watching Barca Buzz, and wow, what a game in La Liga we've just had there. Real Betis 2, Barcelona 4 at the Benito Villamarin, and what a win, I'd say, for Barcelona and Xavi Hernandez. I think overall, the best team won. I'll say that without a shadow of a doubt. I think Barcelona were the better team on the night. We had the wobble in the second half, of course, but the character we showed, I think the general performance, it's been our best, I'd say, in a long time. And I will caveat that by saying that I think Real Betis, historically, almost you could say in the last 5-6 years, allow Barcelona to play their best stuff. We've often had some of our best performances of the season, even in our best seasons at the Benito Villamarin, and that's because Betis are a side, unlike many in La Liga, who will come out, they will leave gaps, and I think they let Barcelona play a lot on the floor today. We could play our football, and I think you could see that, obviously, but take nothing away from Xavi's team. I thought we were a lot better, give credit where credit's due. I'm going to start with saying Lamine Yamal, what a performance. That is outrageous from a 16-year-old. The quality on the screen today, my goodness me, I mean, that is sensational. I think that from Lamine tonight was a lot more like the Lamine we saw in pre-season, where we just thought, I thought, wow, what a talent. And I think he's been a talent, obviously, right throughout the youth ranks at Barcelona, but maybe through too much consistent football, he's sort of not fallen off, but the levels dropped a little bit from pre-season. Tonight, wow, I mean, that was something else, wasn't it? Not just the assists, but the way he was all night long. I just thought he was incredible, winning the ball back, his use of the ball, the timing of his passes. That is an outstanding performance from Lamine Yamal, one of the best individual ones we've seen in La Liga this season, and it's come from a 16-year-old. You look further back, I thought Pau Cubarsí also had a very good game at the back, conceded 2 goals, is harsh on him in the end, I think, but he's putting a great shift back there for Barcelona, which is great to see. And obviously, like I said, I think first off, we completely dominated. I think should have gone in 2-0 up. I'm not sure about that disallowed goal in the stroke of half time, by the way. I haven't seen the lines properly enough on that, but from what I saw, I thought Beirin's foot was keeping them onside, and then I think from the layoff, they're level, aren't they, Ferran and Lewandowski? But hey, I guess we won't know on that one. Ferran's first goal did stand there, of course. I think it's a bit lucky with the way it comes through to Pedri, but Ferran tucks it really well. And of course, in that second half, Ferran Torres with a hat-trick, superb performance, top mentality. I think he showed he's with Xavi today as well. Brilliant from Ferran. Goes up to, I think, nearly our top scorer this season. I think he's just 1 goal behind Lewandowski now in all competitions. Really taking a step up this season, and you could sort of tell that with the work he put in the summer, and he's bearing the fruits of it tonight. Brilliant display. Showed everything he's got in his locker. The finishes, the timing of the runs, the way he was manipulating the ball. I thought he was absolutely superb. So massive credit, Ferran. Of course, in that second half, we've had a bit of a wobble. It's not great to see. I think it's a sort of wobble we probably wouldn't have had last season when we looked so strong defensively, but it's going to happen this time around. Iñaki Peña, I know I say it every time, but for me, he's a problem. He is a problem, especially from balls into the box. Every time him and Araujo, they're on top of each other. They've got a communication issue, and for me, the goalkeeper should be claiming that, but I know that Araujo feels, he doesn't trust Iñaki Peña, so he always goes for the ball, but then that means they're both going for the ball. Iñaki Peña's out of position, Isco blasts it in, scores a minute later as well, similar sort of thing. By the way, I don't know what's interfering with play and what's not. We had a goal from João Felix ruled out against Granada in the last minute of the game, would have been a big 3 points for us at the time, and in the complexion of the title race, they said Ferran Torres just by jumping was interfering with play. Is Borja Iglesias not interfering with that play on that goal? You tell me. We'll get onto the officiating later, I'm sure, in the complexion of this league, but yeah, again, Iñaki Peña, a little bit suspect for me. He's a problem. I said that for a few weeks, and I think that continues to be the case for Barcelona. But I thought the response was really good. Good call from Xavi to hook Lewandowski on 60 minutes. I think that was the right call. It's happened for too many weeks in a row with Lewandowski just offering nothing to the team. So I think to get Vitor Roque on, I'm not sure did a great job himself, but he needs minutes. He needs moments of that Roque, and the more he gets them, the stronger he'll be. He'll be a big player for us soon. So good to see him get on the pitch. And I thought, to bring Fermin on later was a good sub. And then for the last minute winner, Fermin's done so well there to sort of harrow Betis, and it sort of come after a period where I thought Betis were just knocking the ball around. The game was going a bit stale, and by the time it got to João Felix, by the way, what a finish. Superb finish, a sort of quality, we haven't really seen in the final third since Leo Messi left, in all truth. The calmness of it, the way he just sort of placed it into the corner, wasn't expecting it, but great moment for Barcelona fans. Him and Ferran Torres, by the way, the link up there. Of course, Ferran involved in all 4 goals today. Brilliant news for him, but brilliant finish from João Felix. Showed all the quality that we know he's got, and that was a superb finish. You can see the reaction of the bench as well, and the fans in the stands, and I'm sure all of you guys at home. Big win for Barca, really was. And of course, Ferran Torres puts the icing on the cake there. So much to talk about in that one. All I'll say is that now 7 points behind Real Madrid. We sort of knew we needed to win this game. It's just a shame it isn't really a title race, is it? Because we know what Real Madrid are up to. Everyone saw what happened against Almeria earlier. I've got to be careful what I say, of course, but it's no secret what's going on in Spain. It's been going on for a long, long, long time, and Real Madrid will use campaigns like the Negreira case to cover up what's been going on. But everyone who's been watching Spanish football, when they've seen what Real Madrid have done and how they've won titles in the past, will know what's going on here. And a similar things happening this season. I think we've seen it from match day one. I think I saw it from match day one for Barcelona against Getafe when we were denied a clear penalty and Rafinha was sent off, and you could just sort of tell what they were up to this season. So it is a shame. It's disappointing, and it's disheartening is what I'd say, because a game like today should have put us 4 points behind Real Madrid, and the title race is on. And there's been other occasions where a similar thing could have happened earlier on in the season, but with the way that the league is going right now, that's not going to be the case, I don't think, for quite some time. So unless by some miracle happens and Real Madrid drop their act, and as does the Spanish institution of football, I don't know if we can turn this around. But on the day, I think, we have to just analyse our own performance. And I thought it was a really good one away to Betis. So Betis, who came back in the second half with Fekir and Borja Iglesias, and Altimira, I thought did really well off the bench as well for them, to be fair. But Isco was the star man. Superb player. Always was, I thought, for Spain and Real Madrid. And he's showing all his class again this season, isn't he? I thought he was absolutely outstanding. Couldn't get the ball off him. So really good game. Brilliant game from the neutral. Deserved win for Barcelona. Massive credit to the likes of Ferran, Cubarsí at the back. I thought Koundé was really good as well, by the way, today. De Jong in midfield again. I thought Gundogan on a better game. I mentioned Ferran, Torres, Lamine, Yamal. All superb. So good performance from Xavi's team. I'm happy with that one today, and I think everyone is. But maybe the big test is Wednesday night. We'll be playing Athletic Club away from home. That will be a big test in the Copa del Rey. If you thought that maybe Betis allow us to play the football we like to play, Athletic Club certainly won't. So that is maybe the real acid test for Xavi Hernandez and this Barcelona team. But today it was a lot better. It was our best performance in months, really, in my opinion. So we'll take that on to that big Copa del Rey game on Wednesday night. We want to win the Copa. We've got to beat the biggest teams and win when it's even hard for us. And at San Mamés, it's going to be very difficult. So let's see what that one brings. It's going to be a big one, that's for sure. It's a big week for Barcelona. We play Villarreal on the weekend too. So lots to come, I'm sure. But I hope that everyone enjoyed that game today, and of course the result in the end for Barcelona. Thanks so much for watching again. Leave any thoughts you have in the comments down below, and good night.